Hey everybody, Ashton here with Gents with the fragrance review. I know it's another boring fragrance review. Sorry about that. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the future though, so stay tuned for all of that. Today we're going to be taking a look at a release from Haramain Oudh 36. This is one that hasn't really been talked about because it's from their more expensive line. It's almost like they have designer level releases that are, on the cheaper end, the clones and stuff. And they also have all these fragrances that are starting to trickle in that are on the more expensive side. So it's almost like Dior, where you have, Dior Homme Intense, and then you have their Privé line with Bois d'Argent and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and check out the presentation on this bad boy and then jump into the fragrance itself and see how this one shakes out. And stay tuned to the end of the video, guys, because I will be giving away a 5ml decant of this bottle. Information on how to enter that will be at the end of the video. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out this presentation really quickly. So if you do order this, this is exactly how it will come. It has this little velvet piece that sits over top. It doesn't really add anything to the box. Just wanted to show you that it will come like that. The box itself is kind of a rubberized plastic. On the back, you have the ingredient information and the batch code here, but the batch code is nowhere to be found on the bottle. So it opens up like so. The bottle sits inside here, has kind of a velvet feel. It's a really nice box. Like I said, snaps into place, name of the fragrance house and the fragrance right there. The bottle is a nice thick glass. This is all plastic around the top here. It is not metal. This is Haramain, or excuse me, just Haramain Oudh 36. Haramain on the cap since 1970, and this is a magnetic cap and a very strong one, as you can see. So you can pick it up from the cap. Cap is nice and heavy, it's wooden. The atomizer is decent, as you can see there. Not amazing, but decent. And there is no sticker to be found on the bottle, as you can see. That is the presentation for Haramain Oudh 36. So the name on this one, obviously, is Oudh 36. It's almost like a Le Labo fragrance where they just have an ingredient and then a number afterwards. Now what's interesting is if you look at the notes to this, Oud is not actually one of the notes. Off the top with this, you get mainly geranium, ylang ylang, and patchouli. And I have no clue how to say ylang ylang. It's a weird word. But the main thing that I get from those three is the patchouli. It comes out a little bit earthy, but mainly chocolatey. It's not something that's gonna come across like hippie patchouli. So it comes across as a more classy, classic patchouli. It's well done. Nothing in this smells cheap. Nothing in this smells synthetic. There's also some rose in here, so that with the geranium plays in the background. Patchouli's that main note at the beginning. Patchouli carries on, honestly, through the majority of the fragrance. As it dries down, you get labdanum, benzoin, and amber. So obviously that's going to give it more of a resinous feel. You get more of a balsamic nature coming out. It's warm, it's semi-sweet, and that patchouli stays throughout. So this is more of a dark fragrance, more of a heavy fragrance. It's something that you would wear in fall and winter, not really something that you're going to want to spray on in spring or summer. And overall, it's really well done. It actually does not smell remotely cheap. It doesn't come across smelling synthetic. I had my wife check it out. She said it smelled oudhy to her, so it does give off an oud kind of feel, but it's on the sweeter end of things, on the more wearable side of things. So if you're into patchouli fragrances that have a balsamic feel along with them, if you're into patchouli fragrances that are chocolatey, that have kind of a syrupy, sweet darkness that goes along with it, then this is something that's going to be right up your alley, because that's pretty much what this is for the majority of the fragrance, or the entirety of the fragrance really. Performance on this one is actually really good. This is one that I just spray 3 times and I'm good to go. Once in each crook of the elbow, once on the back of the neck or the top of the chest, and you're set. It projects out really well for the first couple hours. We're talking a good arm's length out in all directions. After a couple hours, it starts to sit in closer, but it does not become a straight up skin scent. For me, this lasted 10+ hours, so performance was really, really good for me. I want to reiterate, this is really for cool and cold weather. This is not something that I would wear in warm or hot weather. So this is more of a fall and winter fragrance, depending on where you live. You could wear it in early spring also, but don't put this on in high heat or you're going to choke people out That's not good. That's not what you want to go for when you're wearing a fragrance. This is a bit expensive as far as all Haramain fragrances go. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is more like one of their niche offerings, one of their private blend offerings, if you will. This was on Notino before. I checked a couple days ago and couldn't locate it there. So I'll leave a link below where you can purchase this if I can't find it at Notino. Age-wise, this comes across as something that would be worn by somebody 25 years and up because it has that patchouli, dark, resinous vibe for the entirety of the fragrance. It's not something that comes across really fresh. It's not something that comes across like something you would wear necessarily casually. So it gives off a vibe of somebody that's entering middle age, up through middle age and older. If you'd like to be entered into the giveaway for the 5 ml decant from this bottle, let me know a top 5 or top 10 fragrance list or any other kind of list or just any kind of video in general that you would be interested in me making, along with saying that you want to be entered. If you don't do that, I'll know you didn't watch to this point and it won't count. So make sure that you do that. And also don't enter more than once. So just to summarize, a video type that you would like me to make or a top 5 or 10 list that you would like me to make, and also say that you want to be entered. And don't enter more than once. Those are the rules. Honestly, this came across a lot better than I thought it would initially. It doesn't smell synthetic, it doesn't smell cheap, it does smell like it's kind of a step up in terms of the ingredients that they used as compared to things like L'Aventure. Nothing against that fragrance, it just smells like it's a step above that. It's a wearable fragrance. It doesn't come across screechy like some other houses. I'm looking at you, Montal. If you like fragrances that are heavy on patchouli, more chocolatey than earthy patchouli, that are also heavy on the labdanum, giving kind of an oud feel, then this will be right up your alley, and it's something that you should check out. Alright guys, that's my review on All Haramain Oud 36. In my opinion, it's actually a really nice fragrance. If you smelled this one, let me know what you think about it. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.